Hey everybody, what's up and welcome to another Sims 4 house building video. In this video, I am not actually building a house, I am building an apartment, which I haven't done too many apartments on my channel. I've done a couple in the past, but it's always a bit different for me. I usually tend to build houses and apartment buildings and things like that. I don't tend to renovate the existing San Myshuno apartments or the ones from Eco Lifestyle. I don't tend to gravitate towards these apartments because of how restrictive they are with the placement of windows and doors and like not being able to change the outside of the apartment or add balconies and all that stuff. But they did recently update it so you can actually edit the placement of the windows in these apartments. So they've made them much more editable, editor friendly. I don't really know. I think they're easier to build in now because there's a bit more freedom. That being said, I actually didn't change the placement of any of the windows in this apartment, but I digress. This is a Gothic apartment. This is a video that I wasn't actually originally planning on making. If you saw my last couple of videos, you might have seen that I had a lot of plans set in place for the month of October, and I was planning on building a lot of different horror houses from horror movies, haunted houses, scary houses, whatever. And unfortunately, life has kind of gotten in the way. A lot has happened personally in the last month, so I've had to put making videos on the back burner a little bit. But I still want to get out some Halloween themed or October, autumn, fall, whatever you want to call it, themed builds over the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping to get at least a couple of the horror movie houses out for you guys, but this was something that I just kind of planned just on a whim. I was like, I want to get a build out because I haven't had the chance to build properly in a while, and I knew that renovating an apartment would be pretty quick. So I decided to run with this idea of a more Gothic themed apartment. And the whole idea of this apartment is based off of a screenshot that I found of a kitchen in behind an archway like I did here. I really like this look. I have absolutely no idea if it's functional in The Sims. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but I have not play tested it. I don't often play test my builds. I might actually just, for my own curiosity, go in and check out if this is actually a functional lot. I'm pretty sure it would be. The only object you need to access is the oven, and it's like right in the middle of the arch. I don't see why that wouldn't be accessible, but it's also The Sims, so you never know. But I had a lot of fun with this one. I don't often build very strict themed builds, if that makes sense. Like, I don't often pick like a boho house or a Gothic house or whatever. I just kind of run with general ideas, or I base them on TV shows, movies, and usually I don't have to think much if I'm basing things on movies and TV shows because I have reference points for everything. So having a reference point to start with this build made it much easier, and I think it kind of translates throughout the rest of the apartment. Obviously, the whole idea of it being Gothic, it's a lot of blacks, a lot of grays, a lot of more muted, darker tones, and I just had a lot of fun with it. It's a bit different for me, but I think it turns out really cute in the end, and I hope you guys agree. The build comes together pretty quickly. As you can see, we're more or less all the way through the kitchen, which was actually, it took the longest, I think, out of any room in the house. Maybe the living room took a little bit longer, actually, because I just could not figure out the placement of it. I'm still not 100% happy with it, but it's kind of the best I could do with what I had planned for the rest of the house. So it is what it is. Also, I should mention that this was kind of inspired loosely by the new build kit that came out. I say new, it's a couple of weeks old now, but it's the new Gothic Nursery kit, whatever that was called. I didn't actually buy it. I was tempted to for this, but I kind of have an issue with kits in The Sims 4. There's something about them that I'm just like, ugh, like really, like another paywall to content. Like, I've already bought a bajillion expansion packs, stuff packs, game packs, and now kits. I don't know, I find them difficult. If I'm not like really obsessed with them, I'm probably not going to buy them. So I haven't actually bought the new Gothic Nursery kit. I'm not even sure what it's called. That's definitely not the name of it. If I remember, I'll put it up here on the screen, but anyway, I didn't end up buying it, but I kind of was inspired by that pack. I wanted to see if I could build a Gothic style children's room, nursery, whatever, without that pack, just to kind of show that you don't actually need to be buying kits. In saying that, I do have a couple of kits. I'm kind of talking in circles here, but I just wanted to see if I could actually build something Gothic themed without having those packs. I think I did. This ends up being a 2-bedroom apartment. There's a main bedroom and then a children/nursery bedroom. And yeah, I just wanted to see how themed you can go without having these specific packs. That being said, I do have a lot of packs, and this house apartment does contain a lot of Realm of Magic, the Vampires pack, the Paranormal pack, a whole lot of packs. And this is all kind of, again, not only inspired by that little kit that I don't own, but also the upcoming Life and Death pack. Is that what it's called? Death pack? Life and Death? Something like that. Again, I'll put it on the screen if I remember. But that pack is coming out at the end of this month, and I probably will buy that because I fall into the trap of The Sims and I fear of missing out on new content. And generally, I think with expansion packs, you're kind of, there's more of a guarantee of getting more bang for your buck. I think even though they are a higher price tag, they're not always 100% the best investments of your money. Saying that as someone who has spent a lot of money on this game. There are definitely packs that I probably wouldn't buy again, but I'm really excited for this new Life and Death pack. I don't really know what to expect from it, and I like that. It doesn't feel like a recycled old idea, like bringing University into another version of The Sims for the billionth time, like in Sims 2, 3, and now 4, and ideas like seasons. Why do we have to pay for weather? Anyway, I'm just excited because it feels a bit different, but another little caveat, I'm kind of annoyed that once again we're having something that already exists in the game be put behind a paywall. Like, the idea of death and life already exists in the game. There's already expansions on the aspect of life, like the Growing Together pack. There's a lot of focus on different aspects of life, like parenthood and high school years, like all these different levels of life. I understand that that's not the concept of life, but it's things that happen during life. And then in the concept of death and like ghosts and everything, like, which are coming in the new pack, like all the things in the new pack, like ghosts, the Grim Reaper, paranormal style things, they all exist either in the base game or in paid content already. So I'm skeptical, but I'm excited because I don't really know what to expect, because I feel like they might do a lot with this pack, because The Sims tends to do quite well with the macabre and kind of leaning into that whole idea. I don't know, I'm kind of talking in circles here. As you can see, the build is kind of just going on in the background. I tend to just talk in circles while I do these, but anyway, I digress. As you can see, we've gone through the kitchen, little dining room table area, and the living room, and now we're on to the bathroom. And I think I say this every time I include footage of a bathroom, but I don't always include footage of a bathroom. Usually there's multiple bathrooms in a house, so I tend to just make one and then copy and paste it throughout the entire house. But this is just the one bathroom, so I did decide to include it. And as I've done in all of my recent builds, I did that thing with the bath that I talk about every time. You put a bath, you put the second shortest half wall around it, and you can have like a fully customizable bathtub. I think it's really cool. I keep talking about it because I don't think a lot of people know about this feature. It's new to me, so I want to tell everyone about it so you can do it too. But it's a really cool functional feature in the game. Your Sims can climb over that, and it just blends better with the bathroom. It makes it look like the bath isn't so awkwardly placed in the corner of a room. But again, I digress. I just think it's really cute, and if you don't know about that little trick, definitely try it out. You can make some very interesting looking bathrooms. But yeah, we've sped through the bathroom very quickly, and now we're on to the nursery that I was talking about. So like I said, I was really inspired by the new Gothic nursery kit. Again, not the name, but anyway, I was very much inspired by that pack. I wanted to see how far I could push the idea of a Gothic nursery. I think my one regret of this entire build is having that wall color in this bedroom and the red bedroom next door. I kind of wish I just kept it with blacks and grays, because I wanted to add a little bit of color, but I think I added too much color in the end. So they're still definitely Gothic, but I think they're a little bit more animated Gothic, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't feel real anymore. It feels a little bit ridiculous, but it is what it is. It's also The Sims. It's not that deep. But yeah, just running with that idea of a little goth kid's bedroom. It's really cute. I added in like a little bassinet, so you could have an infant in here. You could also just have a child, because I did put a regular size single bed at the other side of the room. And also another thing, those toy houses, the like toy castle, whatever that is in the corner, you can size those down and they're still fully functional. I never realized that. I've always sized them down, and I've always like played with the size of them, and yeah, they're fully functional. Never really realized that. I did find this out a while ago, so I'm saying this like it's new, but I have known this a while, but I don't think I've mentioned it in one of my videos before. So I used to not use those at all because I thought they were just like huge and ridiculous, and if they were too big to be in a room. I was like, they look stupid. I don't care that much for the functionality. But you can actually scale them down and they're still functional. So that's just another little building tip. I'm full of those in this video for some reason. But anyway, we're going through this bedroom very, very quickly. And this whole apartment came together very, very quickly. Like, I think I built the entire thing in under an hour, which is good for me. I don't tend to build things that quickly. Usually I have hours of footage to comb through. So this is a very pleasant change for me. But anyway, I digress. We're moving on into the final bedroom. And while this is going on in the background, I'm going to talk a little bit more about other things. You can see the build happening in the background. So if you like this build, you can download it. It's up on the gallery. My gallery ID is in the description. And if I remember, in a pinned comment at the top of the comment section. And feel free to do whatever you want with this apartment. It is uploaded as a room, and it's built in one of the starter apartments in San Myshuno. I can't remember the name of the apartment. Again, if I remember, I'll put it on screen, but no promises. But yes, functionally in The Sims, you can't actually share full apartments to the gallery, so it is up there as a room. Feel free to download it. It still functions fully. You just have to like fill in some of the walls, but you've all done it before, I'm sure. But yeah. Anyway, if you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, share it with a friend. Stay tuned for new content. I do have more videos coming out very, very soon. I'm hoping to get some of my Halloween themed content out, some haunted houses inspired by some of my favorite scary movies like The Conjuring and Amityville Horror. And yeah, I think that's everything. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to round out the rest of the video with some screenshots, play it out with some music, and I hope you guys have an amazing day wherever you're watching this from. Let me know where you're watching this from, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.